In today's video, what races should you be running in the state of Vermont? Hello, fellow geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather, and I am glad you are here today. It is time for another episode of Run the USA. This is where we take a look state by state at the most recommended races in each state, everything from 5K all the way up to trail and ultra marathons. I go through lots of race review sites. I talk to race directors and runners from around the country. I get all that information and I put it together for you. So if you are looking for a new race to run, maybe you're like me and you want to run in all 50 states, this will be a spot where you can get started looking. As usual, I'm going to have links to all of the races down in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. If you have missed all of our episodes we've done so far, I'm going to have a link up here and down in the description so you can get caught up. But today we are moving ahead with the state of Vermont.
The Miles for Migraine 5K is held in South Burlington in September. This event is a fundraiser for migraine and headache awareness, treatment, and research. It's more than a fun walk and run. Come connect with the local migraine and headache community, listen to speakers, and visit sponsors in the festival area. All walk and run finishers receive a finisher's medal. The 5K run course is professionally planned and chip timed. There are trophies for the top 3 male, top 3 female, and top 3 non-binary 5K finishers. Awards are also given to the largest fundraiser, largest team, and person with the best purple flair because purple is the official color of migraine awareness. Funds raised benefit the University of Vermont Medical Center Headache Clinic to support local migraine research and fellowship training programs, as well as Miles for Migraine programs and services. Next is the Island Vines 5K and 10K held in South Hero in September. This race at beautiful Snow Farm Vineyard consists of 2 events, a 5K and a 10K. Both are out and back courses that hug the shoreline of Lake Champlain on South Hero's beautiful West Shore Road. A portion of the proceeds go to CIDER, whose mission is to develop and foster resources that enable the people of Grand Isle County, Vermont, to live in their community with dignity. They accomplish this by providing direct services and collaborating with other individuals and groups. CIDER feels a special responsibility to elders and persons with disabilities, so you know that your race funds are going towards a great cause. The Covered Bridges Half Marathon is in South Pomfret in June. The Covered Bridges Half Marathon was first run in 1992. Race founder David Chiaffi and a group of community members got together to create a half marathon along some of the best running routes around Woodstock, Vermont. The course they designed was unique because of the 4 covered bridges along the way, 2 of which the runners ran through. The current course has been in place since 1997, and the popularity of the race has continued to rise, so the race was scaled back in 2002 to only 2,000 registrants in order to maintain the small feel of the race and in response to reduced parking capacity. The race has grown very slowly to the present cap of 2,300 runners. Online registration fills quickly every year, usually in a few minutes from the time it goes live. The race donates more than $75,000 each year to local nonprofit groups focused on youth activities and youth sports in the Upper Valley of Vermont and New Hampshire. Next up is the Maple Leaf Half Marathon held in Manchester Center in September. The Maple Leaf Half Marathon traverses truly gorgeous Vermont landscapes. Your run will take you from the downtown community to the picturesque village settings to country roads, past farmlands, back to the finish. Adding to the beauty, Vermont is in the early stages of fall foliage at the time. The Maple Leaf Half Marathon is a fixture on the late summer calendar in Manchester and the mountains. Beginning in the late 1970s, the Maple Leaf has grown in stature and appeal, attracting world-class athletes and crowds of over 1,300 runners being used as a tune-up for the New York Marathon. A celebration is held at the end of the race with food and beverages, music, and an awards ceremony. Next up is the Leaf Peepers Half Marathon and 5K held in Waterbury in October. The Leaf Peepers Half Marathon has been a destination fall road race in Waterbury, Vermont since 1984. Timed for optimal fall scenery, the course makes a loop through downtown Waterbury and then rolls along the Winooski River through Waterbury and Duxbury with views of changing mixed hardwood leaves across the Green Mountains. The race finishes on the historic Vermont State Horseshoe Facility lawn right back where you started your journey. And up next is the Middlebury Maple Run held in Middlebury in October. The Middlebury Maple Run is a USATF certified half marathon. Beautiful scenic routes with views of the Green Mountains and Adirondacks with a mix of trail, paved, and dirt roads. This race is well organized with great swag, inspiring music on course, post-race complimentary breakfast, and a finisher's medal. Don't miss this opportunity to cap your fall racing season with a foliage run. Moving up to the full marathon category, we'll start with the Maple Leaf Marathon held in Fairleigh in May. The Maple Leaf Marathon is just one of the races you can run in the New England Challenge, which consists of marathons in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. This race is a scenic loop around Lake Maury. Half marathoners run 2 laps and full marathoners run 5 full laps. There are 2 aid stations on the course, one at the start and finish line with hydration and fuel, and one halfway around the loop with just hydration. All the runners that cross the finish line receive a unique finisher's medal. Vermont City Marathon and Relay is held in Burlington in May. Whether you do the full marathon, a half marathon as part of the 2-person relay, or gather your whole crew for the 3 to 5-person relay, there's a place for you out on the course. The 2-loop 13.1-mile course features some of the best of the city of Burlington, including Church Street Marketplace, 5 miles of each loop on the bike path along Lake Champlain with views of the Adirondacks, and 4 of Burlington's beautiful parks. The start and finish line are both located at Waterfront Park, making for easy race day logistics and a perfect finish line festival to celebrate your accomplishments. The Mad Marathon is held in Waitsfield in July, the world's most beautiful marathon. Take it easy or take it tough, the Mad Marathon has a race for every runner at every level. You'll be running through this extraordinary rural community on 26.2 miles of back and dirt roads with breathtaking views of the Green Mountains, tough rolling farmlands, quaint villages, historic barns, covered bridges, and fields of Vermont cows. Although you may know Vermont for its beautiful foliage, the Mad River Valley is equally beautiful during the cool and breezy summer months. This marathon course is certified and sanctioned by the U.S. Track and Field and is a Boston Marathon qualifier. Next is the New England Green River Marathon, held in Marlborough in August. The New England Green River Marathon is one of the most beautiful races in New England. The course starts at Marlborough College in the Green Mountains of Vermont, follows the Green River as it flows down toward the Connecticut River, and ends with a finish line celebration in the shade of maple trees at Greenfield Community College in Greenfield, Massachusetts. Along the way, racers will pass beneath beautiful forests, glide past historic farms, and run across an 1870s covered bridge. This USATF certified course has a net 1,400-foot drop over a rolling downhill course that has seen many PBs and Boston qualifying times for well-trained runners. And then there's the Champlain Islands Marathon and Half, held in South Hero in October. The Champlain Islands Marathon and Half, formerly known as the Green Mountain Marathon, is held for runners by runners. The goal is to offer runners a quality marathon at an affordable price in a relaxed setting. The certified marathon and half marathon begins and ends near the house where Clarence H. DeMar, 7-time Boston Marathon winner, once lived. The half marathon course is out and back on the west shore of South Hero and Grand Isle, a land of farms, apple orchards, and summer cottages. The terrain is flat to rolling and the entire course is paved. Marathon runners will complete 2 out and backs of the course. For those looking for a trail or ultra challenge, we'll start with the Vermont 100 Endurance Race held in West Windsor in July. The Vermont 100 Endurance Race is one of the original 100-mile runs in the USA and part of the Grand Slam series of ultra running. Each year, 300 runners attempt to finish this hilly race over beautiful Vermont back roads and trails under the 30-hour cutoff point. A few well-trained finish in under 24 hours. Since 1989, endurance athletes have traveled from across the country and around the world to test their limits against the Vermont 100. This 100-mile course features 17,000 feet of total ascent over approximately 68 miles of rolling dirt roads, 30 miles of horse trails, and 2 miles of pavement as it winds its way over country roads, through forested trails, and alongside breathtaking views of the southern Green Mountains. There are no major climbs, but plenty of little ones. The Race to the Top of Vermont is held in Stowe in August. Every August, the Northeast Delta Dental Race to the Top of Vermont draws hikers, bikers, and runners from across the U.S. and Canada to climb Mount Mansfield, Vermont's highest peak. The course ascends the historic Mansfield Toll Road, is 4.3 miles in length, and has 2,564 feet of vert. For some, it's all about trying to achieve a fast time on this challenging course. For others, they come to support the Catamount Trail Association, to test themselves, and to enjoy the spectacular views. The Northeast Delta Dental Race to the Top of Vermont isn't only for those individuals driven to train 7 days a week or those blessed with outstanding genetics. This is an event for everyone. That doesn't mean the race to the top is going to be easy, but with enough determination and a little grit, you'll make it to the top of Vermont, and along the way find inspiration in your success and the success of those around you. And finally, we have the Trap Lodge Mountain Marathon held in Stowe in October. The Trap Lodge Mountain Marathon is a challenging half and full marathon distance trail run in the heart of the Green Mountains at beautiful Trap Family Lodge. Although Trap Lodge has some of the smoothest, most runnable trails around for running, they also boast some incredible single track. There are steep climbs and descents and a newly updated climb to the highest point on the Trap Lodge property, Round Top Mountain. The 13.1-mile loop course is approximately 2/3 double-track wide trails and dirt roads and a third rugged single track. Full marathon racers traverse the loop twice. This is a challenging trail race with significant elevation gain and loss and some steep scrambling segments.
So there you go. Those are the most highly recommended races for the state of Vermont. Have you run any of these before? Or any of these on your list now? Why don't you let me know down in the comments below? You can also let me know if you have any suggestions for our next state, which is Virginia, not West Virginia. You wait your turn. So leave those down in the comments below as well. And while you're there, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Just click that button below. It doesn't cost you a thing and it keeps you up to date on all the content I have coming out all the time. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm so glad you could be here. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. I will see you later.